So we have some good news. Henry Cavill announced that he's coming back officially to play Superman. And there might even be a Man of Steel 2 sequel. But with good news like this, there's gotta be a catch. And if you stick around, I'm gonna give you my opinion with some actual evidence that even though we're getting Henry Cavill back as Superman, they might just be using him to introduce other characters only to draw in audiences, and we'll probably be getting Superman Light instead of the Superman that we so rightfully deserve. So I'm going to talk briefly about this article where Henry Cavill on his Instagram announced that yes, he's going to be Superman again. More is yet to come with Superman. This whole thing started with Black Adam the movie. In the post-credit scene, you had Superman show up and you go face to face with Black Adam. And then the internet blew up with speculation, oh my god, is Henry Cavill coming back as Superman, and in what capacity? The only other thing I'm going to touch on this article is this sentence right here, which was very interesting, and it got my spidey sense kind of up. The highly teased appearance in Black Adam was seen as a tease of more to come, including fighting with Black Adam, even though Henry Cavill reportedly did not have a contract for more movie roles as Superman. So I'm asking myself, well, if they never planned any more Superman roles because there was no contract, why all of a sudden now they are gonna bring him back and make him sign a contract for more movie roles? That means they didn't have his interests in mind. They didn't want to just focus on him and give him the Man of Steel 2 sequel that he deserves. We'll bring him back, but as a secondary character to prop up maybe Black Adam or maybe whoever else they're gonna bring in. So with Black Adam the movie, I didn't watch it, but I did see the trailers, and my first impression was it looked like another generic super CGI'd superhero movie. And the CGI was so bad, I think the green screen was even CGI'd in. So other than The Rock, who actually has some star power and charisma, and I guess Pierce Brosnan, who used to be James Bond, all the other characters, I had no idea who they were. They looked so generic. You had generic eagle guy who had no idea who it is. Anybody could have played him off the street. You had generic witch girl who looked like every other generic witch girl in every other superhero film. And personally, I'm just sick and tired of these superhero films. I don't know what you guys think. And here's what these movie franchises and superhero movies with these movie stars like to do. It's like a trick that they do with audiences. They use existing or past popular movie franchises, the name, to draw in movie audiences, but then you just get a bland, generic reboot or remake or shot-for-shot remake of the original. They also use movie stars to play these superheroes to draw audiences in, but then the main superhero star is not even the main character in his own movie, and they use them to prop up other less known superheroes that are more boring and generic and bland. And this has been done time and time again, and people keep falling for it. Let me give you some quick examples. All the Halloween remakes, they use the name Halloween, and then they do these generic bland remakes, and they're never as good as the original. Any Disney franchise remake or reboot, like the trend where they do CGI version of all the cartoons like The Lion King and The Jungle Book, or they do Pinocchio or The Little Mermaid, but they put their little woke spin on it. And also I saw a recent trailer of Creed 3. The difference is, compared to Creed 1 and 2, there's not going to be any more Rocky in it. There's not going to be any Ivan Drago in it. So good luck in Creed 3 being as successful as the first two were. You had the generic Creed character that was not as interesting as the original Rocky or Ivan Drago. So that's the trick that I'm talking about. And let me talk about Henry Cavill being Superman again. This is really the silver lining to all this, because there is only one person that should be and deserves to play Superman, and that's Henry Cavill. And here are a few reasons why. Henry Cavill is an actual movie star with star power who has screen presence, because in these times we don't really have any more movie stars other than Tom Cruise, maybe Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham if you throw him in there a little bit, and Henry Cavill. Cavill. Also, the thing with Henry Cavill is girls love him. Even guys love him. They want to be him. Superman deserves a Man of Steel sequel. I don't know why they waited so long, but maybe it was a good thing because Zack Snyder was not cutting it with his Man of Steel movie and the unwatchable, to me at least, Batman vs Superman and Justice League. I didn't really like it. And I know Zack Snyder's style of the over-dramatic comic book feel of movies. Either you like that or you don't and you're tired of it. But as a screenplay writer and as a storyteller, he sucks. Get somebody else. Just because a Man of Steel 2 might be coming or there's more movies with Superman with Henry Cavill in them, that doesn't mean they're going to be great. It just depends who they get as a screenplay writer, also as a director. So if you stuck with me this far, let's get to the catch. Because I don't think they're bringing back Henry Cavill as Superman for a righteous reason. I think they're bringing him back for a more selfish, sinister reason. They want to use the Superman name and Henry Cavill's star power to prop up other superheroes and draw audiences in. What do I mean? Well, for one example, they want to do a big showdown fight between Henry Cavill Superman and Black Adam. Whatever movies they're gonna bring in Henry Cavill to play Superman in, they're also going to introduce other bland generic characters that we never heard of and are not that interesting. But when you put them next to Henry Cavill Superman, all of a sudden you're like, well, who's this guy talking to Henry Cavill Superman? Because I don't think Black Adam as just a superhero name is as popular as Superman, even though they have The Rock playing Black Adam. Even though they race swapped him, in order to introduce who Black Adam is, kind of need a bigger star to play alongside him just to keep the audience's attention. And another big thing that I'm speculating on is they want to bring in Black Superman with Michael B. Jordan because that movie is still being developed. The director and writer of the movie is a horrible person. What I think is going to happen is they're going to bring in Henry Cavill Superman to set up the fight with Black Adam, and Black Adam is probably going to kick the shit out of Superman, and then Black Superman's going to show up and save Henry Cavill Superman from Black Adam, and then you're going to have White Superman and Black Superman team up. In the meantime, they get to introduce who this new Black Superman is, and they're going to tag team against Black Adam. What I think they should do, give Henry Cavill the Man of Steel sequel that he deserves. Get a good screenplay writer, get a good director, and don't worry about bringing in other generic bland superheroes or villains just to prop them up, and have Henry Cavill play second fiddle in his own movie. And then you could do the whole setup movie with the gigantic fight between Superman and Black Adam. Then they could redo that whole mess of Justice League where you have Superman, Black Adam. The only person I think you should bring back is Jason Momoa as Aquaman. Get a new Cyborg, get a new Wonder Woman, get a new Flash. Don't make it like Marvel. Don't try to copy what Marvel did with their bright colors and happy-go-lucky, comedy one-liners. They should go more in the direction of Joker and the Batman. And I know what everybody complains about, but they're too dark. I don't want to see depressed Batman. Find a good balance. So that's all I got for this article. Let me know in the comments what you think about Henry Cavill coming back as Superman. So thanks for watching. Until next time, see you next video.